This RG Hunter deck is insane. I pushed to top 36 in the world and I teach you how to beat hard matchups in the new meta, like Lava Hound and Golem, so you get better at the game and get better ranks as well. Subscribe and get ready to get a lot of tips and a lot of insights on how to play matchups. Alright guys, welcome everybody. We got into the first game. Welcome everybody. We're gonna have the RG Hunter. I know a lot of you guys were asking me and finally we're gonna be using it. Yeah, Hunter make a decent comeback. I feel like if you're gonna bounce between Witch, Wizard or Hunter, everything is gonna be fine. Now since Goblin Curse is less effective, Hunter is also a little bit easier to protect. Well, we're gonna have these guys as well. We're gonna go for a Fisherman. I'm pretty sure he's gonna bind, so I'm gonna bind as well. Yes, so we counter attack with the binds. All right, let me just do this. Perfect. And okay, I'm gonna need something else. Wow, man, Prince is just completely broken. I mean, yeah, that's why you prefer Witch. That's why you prefer Wizard, because here the Wizard would have hit like both, and Hunter needs to have the units closer. But you know, Fly Machine and Prince are like super annoying. But anyway, I'm pretty sure we can go for an RG. He spent a lot of elixir, so let's go over here. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I knew he will put something else. Usually, just don't try to go just right away for the Fisherman, because they might try to expect it, you know, in some way. Let me go for this. Let me go for this as well. I'm gonna let the Prince kill the Hunter. All right, good. And nice. We're gonna have the Ghost in the counter push. He's gonna have a Barbaro maybe. I know he doesn't have a Fisherman, which is good. That's way better whenever we face these kind of matchups. All right, now we have Evo Hunter, so it's gonna be pretty good, I'll say. But just come on, guys. Come on, dog. Nice. Okay. We need to do this as well. Perfect. Now we might be able to go for an RG push again, and I can just E-Spirit. Nice, that's pretty good. I'm gonna E-Spirit. I kind of wanted to do prediction E-Spirit to the minions, not possible, but here we can punish and pressure again. So I'm gonna make sure to do that. He has a Golem. Interesting, because he tried to defend everything. Let's see what he does. He's just gonna let that be. We're gonna have ready E-Spirit plus yes, for the minions. Perfecto. And you know what, I could potentially go for this, and maybe just for this on the very top. This is gonna like, yeah, take the Golem away. That's nice. Wait, hold up. That was almost a perfect E-Spirit. Wait, we have only 8 seconds left. I can just bind this guy, and I can just rage. Let's go! What an amazing comeback. I felt like, yeah, the first attack, I didn't expect that, to be honest. But as you can see, Hunter is still pretty good. Alright guys, we got into the next game and we're gonna be playing against this guy. Alright, I'm pretty sure he's playing Lava Hound, so I'm just gonna start with Fisherman all the way in the back. I mean, I'm like 70% sure he's playing Lava, so we're gonna do that. Alright, against Lava Hound. How do we play the matchup? I always lose against Lava Hound. Many of you were telling me. Alright, super important thing you need to know. Here I'm gonna make sure to bind, so we can just hit the Lava Hound with everything. Yes, you can. I mean, you should be cycling your Hunter a lot of times. What if they have Balloon? You either cycle back, or just in this case you can defend with binds and skellies, or you can just defend with a Fireball or a Lightning. That will be the best option if you only have like one air counter. All right, here I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna Fisherman. Now I know he has Lightning, and it might be that he has no Balloon and only like Cage, Lightning, Arrow. So he's gonna have a lot of ground troops. Pretty tough matchup, pretty good counter from him, because he has, you know, spells and stuff. But we should be doing quite good if we play really well. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be cycling a lot of Hunter. The main thing is you want to get to your wait, let me just do this. We can go for a hunter here as well. Perfect. I knew he was gonna do this, so I can just rage as well. So I can get an extra RG shot and hopefully kill the guards. Of course, I'm gonna miss this Evo Hunter on defense, but I mean, I'm just gonna pressure opposite lane because I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to go in this lane. So I want to have pressure going on, especially because he's just gonna ignore everything. Okay, interesting. My main goal here is just try to cycle. Oh, he has a fisherman. All right, so let me just do hunter. Sorry, I have something here in my finger that is pretty annoying right now. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do this. Let me just binds and skellies. Hopefully we can kill this guy. Perfect. Yes, we do. Now we can have the hunter and hopefully aim for a pretty good defense here. I mean, hunter plus rage should be pretty good. Let me just rage. Is pretty here. Ooh, that push was kind of tough. All right, let me just go for this and this. We could go for a binds as well. Perfect, that's nice. And now we can go for an RG push. Nice. He needs to evo cage, but we have the rage as well, which is gonna be nice. 1, give me 2, give me 3. Perfect. We hit him with the tanks because this guy was BMing, and we'll send this guy straight to the lobby, baby. Go eat your lava hound in McDonald's, and I'll see you guys in the next game. I'm just kidding, by the way. Into the next game, and we're playing against Morten. First God, second Morten. I'm kidding. I'm just a saying that I say in Spanish. Sounds better. Like primero Dios, segundo Morten. But yeah, you know. All right, let's just go with the rage right here. We're gonna be playing against Golem Giant deck, and yes, we wanna be using this. And we want to be using this as well. He might go for a binds. Yes, he does. Perfect. We were so ready for that. So we're gonna have a pretty good defense here. I'll have to rage this. Man, the witch. All right. I kind of predicted the binds here. So we need to be careful whenever we just go for the fisherman. They can just binds and it's gonna be a lot of damage. So I'll recommend put a ghost and there's no fisherman. So the ghost can take the damage from all the other stuff. In this matchup, you need to go opposite lane. So we're gonna be trying to defend and then just turn that into offense in the left lane in this case scenario, okay? So let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna scale this over here. I'm gonna make sure to binds as well. Hopefully I don't get the rocket machine. Man, how is that even possible that I get the rocket machine? Maybe I needed a better timing right there. He doesn't have minions, so I feel like that's gonna be pretty good for us. We can go for a hunter here as well. Perfect. He thought I was going to fisherman. I'm glad I didn't, to be honest. We can just binds over here. Nice, we're gonna have the net on top. And we need to kill that witch ASAP. Alright. Perfect. That was wow, that was a pretty good rage. That was a pretty good defense. Actually, I'm surprised that I didn't take damage in this push, but in the other one I got. He wasted mini Pekka, which is great for us. We can just RG now. What is he gonna do? We can go for an E-Spirit here. And I'm just gonna leave it just like that. There is no point of me wasting more elixir right there. Okay, I'm just gonna fisherman now. That was a great push. So let me just go over here. Almost misclick. Right. Oh wow, my guy is gone. Okay. We got an insane rage here. And can we just binds? 1 HP, no! Well played, well played. Oh man. I mean, to be honest, he got a pretty good push right there. Man, I feel like we can do these kind of pushes only if we have the Evo Hunter in cycle. That's why Witch is better, because with Witch you can just go all the way in the back, play passive, and then get actual counter push. Not possible in this one. We'll play to Morten. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, we got into the next game. We're gonna be hitting 2,400 So aiming to do that. Let's see. I know this is a Golem player, so we gotta be careful. He's gonna have Evo Sap. I'm pretty sure Evo Witch or Evo. Okay, Evo Wizard. All right. I'm just gonna bind this to cycle. I mean, we have a pretty cheap. Ooh. 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 Okay, we can kill that guy with rage if we need to. Nice. We're just gonna do this, and now this guy doesn't have we might as well go for an RG here. I feel like we need to be pressuring a lot. Let's see what he does. We can E-Spirit and we can just binds. Nice. He has to binds as well. Look, I need the King Tower up, and for me to be able to do that, I'm just gonna let this Golem Machine hit. And now we're gonna be able to activate our King Tower. Both towers are gonna be targeting that. Of course, we're gonna take some damage, but this was really needed, okay? I'm just gonna cycle Ghost opposite, especially if your opponent cycles a 5 oh, he has Barbarian. If your opponent cycles like a 5 Elixir troop, make sure to go for a Ghost opposite lane. That's gonna be pretty good, okay? I know he's kind of waiting to go for a Golem. I'm just gonna cycle my Hunter in the back opposite lane. He needs to cycle Wizard. Evil Wizard. Okay. Well, let's see. To be fair, to be honest, I can just binds. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Now we can just binds. Perfect. It's gonna help me out with the shield and everything, so we should be good to go here. I have another Ghost. He might just go for a Golem, to be honest, but I kind of want to prevent that from happening, you know? So I'm just gonna Hunter. He's gonna Minions, so I'm just gonna Hunter right now. Perfect. Since the DPS from the Goblin Machine and Minions isn't the greatest, it's perfect for me to just go right here, okay? So I'll have to go with E-Spirit, I'll have to go with Royal Ghost, and now just cycle back to my Evo Hunter, which is gonna be more than good, okay? Let me just cycle my Rage here. I'm gonna go with my Hunter here as well. Let me just go with my Fish Boy. I know he has Evo Sap, but you know what? Since we have the Hunter here, we can just push. Okay, we can do this. Please hit it. Nice with the net. Perfect, baby. Perfect, baby. Good, baby. Okay, nice. I mean, so far so good. We can just push other lane, right? My Fish Boys are gonna take care of this guy. So he needs to bar barrel. Okay, I'm gonna rage. What is this guy doing, bro? He's gonna, yeah, he's gonna do that. Wait, is that enough? Nice! Straight to the lobby, baby! Woo! Let's go! Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Guys, we got into the next game. We're playing against this guy, and I remember facing this guy, but I just don't remember what he had. I'm just gonna Ghost in the back. Cycling Ghost is gonna be pretty good, especially against Pancake Towers, because he usually forces Elixir. Also, whenever opponents cycle, oh, this is good. He might have Goblin Giant Pekka. So if he cycle the mini Pekka, they don't have a pretty good DPS units. So hopefully we can use something like this, you know, to try to punish now. Let's see. I mean, I'm just gonna go with the RG now. He has 5 Elixir only here. I'm just gonna let that be. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. He's gonna push now, soon. Yeah, he has to push. He doesn't. Okay, we can go for this. And this. And you know what? We might just need a Rage over here. We can go over here. Nice. That's good. Nice. What a lovely defense. And you know what? Maybe here we might be able to go for a Fisherman, because what does he have in cycle? He doesn't have Mini Pekka. He doesn't have Goblin Machine. He had 2 binds, which is okay for me because Hunter. Oh, we can binds here, right? I mean, this is gonna be some pretty good damage. He spent a lot of Elixir and he still had to spend even more Elixir. So in this case scenario, overcommitting to get an extra Ghost Shot was worth it, because I wasted 3, right? he wasted 4 elixir trying to not get the shot. I'm just gonna E-Spirit at the bridge, just gonna get some easy, free, cheap damage. Alright, good. Here, this is why I think Wizard or Witch is better, because you can protect them and they can do splash damage, you know, to everything. So, okay, I'm gonna Fisherman here. Let me go for this. And you know what? I feel like I might have to go here with the Ghost. Let's see what he's gonna do. Right, we hopefully hit them. I'm gonna Binds just to kill the minions, and then I'm gonna pull the mini Pekka. Okay, now I need to Ghost. He doesn't have mini Pekka in cycle, so I can take advantage of this. I need this. Perfect. Oh man, we can just Binds. Pretty sure he's gonna Binds as well. He should be Binds. He should be doing Binds. Let's see. Alright, we can go for a Fisherman here as well. I don't want to lose my left tower. I think I might. So I'm just gonna let that be. Yes. Hunter. And you know what? This is interesting because he doesn't have mini Pekka. Pretty sure. Wait, hold up the Witch. TRG. Everything. Hello. Wait. The dog. Bro, how the fly machine, how the Golem machine, sorry, what's hitting my King Tower? This card is insane. Well, I'm glad we won because, man, this was such an easy game. I'm pretty sure we got the defense done, but just because of the fly machine, we almost lost. Alright guys, we got into the last game. We're gonna be playing against this guy. Let's see what he has. As I said, Royal Ghost will be my first play, ideal first play. If you don't have if you don't have a Ghost, you can just use a Rage, E-Spirit. Unless they have Fisherman decks, you don't want to cycle the E-Spirit, but if they don't have a Fisherman deck, you know, it's gonna be fine. Even that, if they do, it's not gonna be the end of the world, you know. So I'm just gonna Fisherman, not sure what he has. We're gonna find out soon. Okay, so he should have a Graveyard deck, okay. Let me just cycle my Hunter. Look, for this matchup, it's pretty tricky because it depends how your opponent plays. He's gonna poison this. So the main thing that I wanna be doing here will be Ghost and RG. Sometimes you need to do it in the back. Sometimes you can do it just like at the bridge. Let me just Rage this. Perfect. Hopefully he's gonna Binds. That's like super broken in defense. Hopefully we can get one shot. We do. Okay, no, but look at this Skelly's pro tip. If 2 Spear Goblins are coming, or 3, if you put them in this placement, it's gonna be the best because all of them have to hit only one Skelly. This interaction changed, and now it's pretty good to defend Spear Goblins, okay? So here, whenever they don't have Knight, you can do Archie Ghost. This is, you need to be playing this matchup way more aggressive than with Monk, because we don't have a big spell, of course, okay? So I'll have to go with an RG here. Let's see what he does. I can just insta-binds the hot. Yeah, I'll say insta-binding the hot is just way better. Yeah, I'm just gonna Rage here. Rage. I'm gonna let... yeah. I was about to say that I'm gonna let her hit. She's gonna be dead and we're gonna be killing the Skellies. Nice. We didn't get a lot of damage. That's sad, man. But it's fine, whatever. The thing about Hunter is that he's not as good as Witch or maybe Wizard to deal with the with the graveyard pushes. So that's why I prefer the other range units. Let's see if he's gonna Binds or not. Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't Bind, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I'm just gonna RG in the back. Nice. The main thing that I want to be doing here, I want to get another RG opposite if possible. So let's see if we're going to be able to get them. Of course, I need to be cycling opposite lane because I don't want them to have a free poison on top of my troops, you know. So let me just bind it here as well. Perfect. Let me just Skellies. Okay. I'll go for a hunter here. Nice. Vines as well. Let me just rage the RG. Hopefully we can get some pretty good damage. The thing is, like, man, these witches, literally these witches, been getting damage for free. That kind of sucks, to be honest. Okay, let me go over here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna push. We can RG first. That's nice. Need to kill this. Yes. Okay. That was pretty good protecting from him. I can just hunter. Need to do this. He's gonna bind my... Yes, knew that. We can go over here. Nice. Okay, that's not bad at all. He had to do that to the RG. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna be alright, guys. Yeah, that's why Wizard and Witch are way better, because Graveyard is broken, at least in top ladder. But anyway, this deck is gonna be more than good. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe. I'm gonna give you a video here that you can watch to keep improving your gameplay to the next level. I'll see you guys in the next one.